Well, hello. It's me. Back once again to bring you more of what you don't deserve. My wonderful words of wise wisdom. Now, I know the first thing you're probably asking yourselves is, Jack, what's up with these nondescript boxes that look like they could fit kilos of something? Well, I don't know. And neither do you. Because we don't ask questions around here. But we do answer them, and that is exactly what I will be doing tonight. Answering the burning question on everyone's mind, why the absence of TH2 from AEW TV? Well, I have the answer, and you're not going to like it. It's a little concept that I like to call next level levels of ultra player haterism. You see, TH2, sheerly through the qualities of godly good looks, platinum personality, technical prowess, and unmatched humility, we have created an environment of invidiousness in the AEW tag team scene. So much so that the wrestlers no longer want to be in the same locker room as us. If you can believe it, which you can't, because no one can, but I'm here to prove it. You see, I have created a multivariate mathematical system using trinomial binary inputs to refractically create an accurate non-Euclidean probing inquest into the preliminary assessment of any colloquial prowess that can be used to determine the apt addressing of adroit proficiency. This can then be turned into a tangible number that can be used to quantify any given tag team's actual level of skill. I've been doing a lot of math and no one's adding up. Which brings us to my right, your left, because you got to be special and unique. This is the Urotsukudoji list of most valuable traits. As you can see, I took all of the qualities that make a successful tag team, and I turned them into 4 most important traits. Now, using my patented mathematical system, we can take any 2 tag teams, plug them into this, and we can accurately, 100% accurately see who is actually the superior tag team. Which brings us over to my left, your right, because once again, you got to go against the grain. This chart I like to call the Ciencia's Way, not way. Translation, Cien, 100, Cias, seats. Little known fact, anytime you say science in Spanish, you're actually saying 100 seats. Way means way, unless you use the W in which you are doing the work of the devil, and you wouldn't want to be responsible for raising the Dark Lord Beelzebub, would you? Would you? Because if the answer is yes, we're having a meeting next Thursday. There's going to be free coffee, crumpets, and pamphlets with some from the Necronomicon. It should be a good time for everyone involved. Trait 1, guaposomeness. Now, this is obviously a portmanteau of guapo and awesomeness. This is obviously the most important trait. This is obviously self-explanatory, so I obviously don't need to explain it. Look at the chart. We got it. They don't. Trait 2, generalized stylings. You see, we just look cooler than they do. We look so cool, in fact, that every time we come out of the entranceway, Reddit craps themselves. Yes, that's right. We are responsible for wrecking the pants of more Redditors than any top 10 best anime waifu list that has ever existed, and the world should thank us every day for it. How'd the numbers come out? 5e times y? That just looks right. And then our tag team, I gotta put on my reading glasses. Error unable to load. Value numerically too low? I've never seen that. And you know the results are correct because I self-calculated and I have a mind like a 46. So there's that. Trait 3, generalized stylings part Deux. Sophisticated, debonair, amazing. These are just all adjectives that are constantly used to describe TH2. From the elegant way we move in the ring to the graceful way we fly through the air, we are like a ballerina and a dove being smashed together, except for not, because that actually results in a lot of blood, bone, and bile. Oh, poor dove. I really thought I had figured out the secret to genetic transmutation. Turns out I was just throwing birds at children in tutus, and it turns out that's illegal. But the numbers say 1,337% crit chance. Who's being the elite now? But wow, that is an impressive crit chance. It's actually higher than Ashadrell, my level 32 Night Elf Rogue. And with them, I thought we'd run into an error. I couldn't figure out what this was. And then I slowly started to look at them more and more, and I'm like, this scribble is a symbolic representation of a probability matrix that paints the perfect picture that even in a land of infinite possibilities, TH2 not being the best isn't one of them.
But I actually was trying to cover up a coffee stain because I had to pull an all-nighter to bring you guys this kind of quality. The actual number, I don't know what that means, but it looks delicious. Trait 4, fan treatment. Not actually very important of a trait, but we'll get to it anyway. If you're fans of people like Kenny Page and Adam Omega, they probably appreciate your support. It's disgusting. I want you right now to know that TH2 on the records know that you currently are not, never have been, and do not even have the potential to one day ascend to the possibility of maybe being our fans. Just the way God intended. So, how did we rate? Great. How did they rate? Lets them eat cake, and they use improper punctuation while they're doing it? Is that the kind of hooliganism you want to support in AEW? You do know what they say, right? Punctuation is a glimpse into a man's soul. But that's champions. You made your bed. So with all of this massive refutable proof, it's very obvious what the inconsequential horde of sloths that make up the AEW fan base need to do. Two simple things. 1, stop wasting everybody's time in a cheap apartment, making inside jokes and obscure references that no one will understand when you're supposed to be working. Number 2, buy our shirts. It's honestly the only conceivable way that I can see to get us out of the mess we're in. The only way that we can cure the plague of next level levels of ultra player haterism that is currently negatively affecting us all. The stakes are so high. God, just listen. But anyway, buy our shirts. As always, you're welcome for our willingness to give you more attention than even your own parents do.